Hi students, today 6th chapter coordinate geometry. In part A you will have introduction, basic concepts. Third one, derivations of slope and equations of straight line. Equations of straight line means y is equal to mx, y is equal to mx plus c, x by a plus y by b is equal to 1. All these are equations of straight line. Next, distance between 2 points. Square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Next, section formula. This is a point p xy means this is in the form of x. This is x coordinate and this is y coordinate. Next, midpoint. If you know 2 points x1 y1 and x2 y2, you can find the midpoint, that is pxy. Point xy is equal to x1 plus x2 by 2 and y1 plus y2 by 2. This is x coordinate and this will be y coordinate. Next, points of trisection. Pxy, this is a point P. When ratio is 1:2, the points of trisection, point xy will be in the form of 2x1 plus x2 by 3 and y coordinate will be 2y1 plus y2 by 3. Next, if ratio is in the form of 2:1, the x coordinate will be x1 plus 2x2 by 3, y coordinate will be y1 plus 2y2 by 3. Next, centroid. If you know the vertices of a triangle x1 y1, x2 y2 and x3 y3, you can find the centroid of a triangle, which is the intersecting point of medians. Gxy, this is a point xy, xy, x coordinate will be in the form of x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3 and y coordinate will be y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. Next, area of the triangle. You know already in lower classes, that is half into base into height. But if the vertices of triangle ABC, x1 y1, x2 y2 and x3 y3, they are given, then we can find the area of the triangle half into x1 into y2 minus y3 plus x2 into y3 minus y1 plus x3 into y1 minus y2. And next, uses of coordinate geometry. How it is useful in daily life. GPS, it will be useful in GPS, global positioning system, it will be useful, and also it will be useful to find the distance between two cities, and also many uses are there. Google Maps, Google route maps depends on coordinate geometry. Part B will be solved problems, very short questions and essay questions with solutions. Next, part C will be IIT Foundation and Olympiad problems, and part D will be practice and objective questions. Practice question you should do yourself so that you can understand the chapter very easily. First, I am going to take introduction. In introduction, what is coordinate geometry? First, you should understand what is coordinate geometry. It is the study of geometry using algebra. These are all algebraic equations. Coordinate geometry, that is the study of geometry using algebra. I will write on the board. It is the study of geometry using algebra. Now, part A, introduction of the chapter coordinate geometry. I have already told you what is coordinate geometry. Coordinate geometry is the study of geometry using algebra, algebraic equations. Already you have learnt about coordinate geometry in 8th and 9th classes. Point P, xy, it is in the form of xy. X is first coordinate and y is second coordinate, x coordinate and y coordinate. If you take 2 and 3, first coordinate is 2 and second coordinate is 3. To find the distance between 2 points, x1 y1 and x2 y2, distance is in the form of root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. To identify a line which is passing through origin, it is in the form of y is equal to mx. M is the slope of the line, and also what is the slope of the line? It is y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. to locate a point and to find the distance between 2 points and also to find slope of a line. We require algebra to study geometry. Study of geometry means a parallelogram is there. We have to find whether the diagonals are equal or not. We have to find the distance between these 2 points. To know whether the diagonals of parallelogram are equal or not, we require distance between 2 points. See, we have to find the distance between x1, y1 and x2, y2. Suppose this is 5. And also we have to find the distance between B and D. Suppose it is 8. This is 5 centimeters and this is 8 centimeters. We can say the diagonals of parallelogram are not equal to each other. For all this, we have to locate the position of the points. And for this one, we need a tool. It is Cartesian plane. And coordinate system is developed by Rene Descartes. See, Cartesian plane is developed by a French mathematician. This Cartesian plane came from Cartes, and it will have 2 perpendicular lines, x-axis and y-axis. Horizontal line is called x-axis and vertical line is called y-axis. And we want to locate a point. You take a point here. This point A, x distance is 2 and y distance, you see the distance here, this distance 3. This point is at a distance of 2 units from y-axis and 3 units from x-axis. This is x coordinate and this is y coordinate. X coordinate and y coordinate. And also you take a point here P. We have to locate a point B. What is this? This is x distance is 6 and what is y distance? 5. Point B 6, 5 is at a distance of 6 units from y-axis and 5 units from x-axis. This coordinate system is developed by French mathematician Rene Descartes, and this is Cartesian plane. It will have perpendicular lines. Horizontal line is called x-axis. Vertical line is called y-axis. And we will have real numbers on this line. This is origin 0, 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. Like that it goes because it is a line. Line is endless, y-axis also endless, and we can locate the position of the point, distance between 2 points. First we will find out the distance between 2 points, that is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square, so that we can find the distance between these 2 points and these 2 points, whether the diagonals of parallelogram equal or not, we can find. We can study of the geometry using algebra like this. Now, first we will find out the distance between these 2 points, x1, y1 and x2, y. This is y-axis and this is x-axis. Where is 2, 3? 2, 3. A, 2, 3. And where is 6, 5? X distance is 6 and y distance will be 5. 6, 5. We have to find the distance between A, 2, 3 and 6, 5. B. We will find the distance between. For this one we require a right angle triangle. This is 90 degrees. This is a right angle triangle. By Pythagoras theorem we can find out the distance between A and B. First we will find out the distance AC. This distance is 6. You can take from here 6 and this distance is 2. This distance will be 6 minus 2. That is equal to 4. And we have to find the y distance, that is BC. Distance is 5, y coordinate. 5 and this distance is 3. 5, this is 5 minus 3. 5 minus 3 is equal to 2. The AC will be, AC is equal to 4. Next, 4 units you take. And BC will be, BC is equal to 2 units. Now we have to find the distance between AB. How can you find out the distance between AB? By Pythagoras theorem or Buddhayan theorem. Is a right angle triangle. AB square is equal to AC square plus BC square. Now AB square is equal to, what is AC here? AC will be 4 units. AC will be 4 units, 4 square plus, what is BC? BC will be 2 units, 2 square. We need AB, root of 4 square plus 2 square. 4 square means root of 16 plus 2 square means 4, root 20. What is the distance? Root 20 can be written as 4 5s are 4 into 5. Means root 4 means 2, 2 root 5 units. The distance between A and B will be 2 root 5 units. Like that, we can find out the distance between these 2 points. And also we can find out the slope also. Slope is y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. We will find out the distance between 2 points x1 y1 and x2 y2, which is root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. We found the distance between 2, 3 and 6, 5. Let us take, we will find out the distance between 2 points, that is x1 y1 and b x2 y2. We have to generalize, that is we should get the distance between 2 points, root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. This is x1 y1 and this is x2 y2. We have to find the distance between A and B. For that one, we require a right angle triangle and we can find out the distance between 2 points A and B using Pythagoras theorem. ABC. You remember C will be, we will find out the point C. This is x1 y1 means this distance is x1 and this distance is y1. Like that, this point B is, this distance is x2 and vertical distance is y2. You should remember, this is x-axis. We have to locate the point C. C is at a distance of x2 units and y distance. We have to take from this one. This is y1. This is Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem. Hypotenuse square is equal to sum of the squares of other 2 sides. Means this side means AC square and also BC square. Now AB square, hypotenuse we have to find, AB we have to find, because distance between these 2 points A and B is AB. AB square is equal to AC square. What is AC here? We can find out the distance between x2 minus x1. x2 minus x1 whole square plus, what is BC? This y distance, vertical distance is y. That's why you subtract y1 from y2. y2 minus y1. This distance is y2 minus y1. This distance will be x2 minus x1. Now, what is BC here? y2 minus y1 whole square. Now, what is AB? AB square is equal to, I will write here, x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square, and I require distance between 2 points A and B, that is square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Now we can find out the distance between A and B when points are given 2, 3 and 6, 5. Directly we can substitute the values of x1, y1 and x2, y2. we can find out the distance between A and B. We got 2 root 5. Like that we will get, you see, root of x2 means 6 minus 2, 4 square, plus y2. What is y2? 5 minus 3 means 2 square. 4 square means 16 plus 2 square means 4. You got root 20 means it can be written as 4 into 5. It can be written as 2 root 5. We got the same answer. To study geometry we require algebra. Like that we have to generalize the equations so that we get the distance between 2 points. Like that we have to find the slope of this line. For Google route maps we require slope, how it is going, north, south, east, west. We have to change the route. That's why we require to find the slope. What is the slope of the equation? We have to find the slope. Slope means this is theta angle. The angle made by the x-axis in anti-clockwise direction. Slope we have to find y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. In Google route maps it requires slope of the equation and distance between 2 points. Now we will find out the slope of this line AB. This line is making an angle theta with positive direction of x-axis in anti-clockwise direction. The distance between these 2 points is x2 minus x1. x2 minus x1. We know the distance between these 2 points, y2 minus y1. This distance is y2 and this distance will be y1. This distance will be y2 minus y1. Remember, this distance is x2 from here and this distance is x1 from here. Distance between AC is x2 minus x1. This is x2 and this is x1, so that we can find out the distance between A and C, that is x2 minus x1. Now see what is the slope of the equation. This is making an angle theta with positive direction of x-axis. Theta, tan theta. Tan theta is the slope of the line. In trigonometry you will get tan theta, that is slope of the line. Tan theta is nothing but opposite side by adjacent side. Opposite side. In trigonometry you will get opposite side by adjacent side. You see what is opposite side here? y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. That is slope of the equation is y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. You can find out the slope of the line. For Google route maps it requires distance and also slope so that we can reach the destination very easily. And also we have to find the slope of a line which is passing through origin. You see, that is y is equal to mx. You see, this you take a, we have to generalize, you have to take a point P xy here. This distance is y and this distance is x, so that the angle made by the line with the positive direction of x-axis will be theta. Tan theta is the slope of the line. Tan theta is equal to, what is opposite side? Y. What is adjacent side? X. Like that, you see, you will get m is equal to y by x. That is nothing but y is equal to mx. Y is equal to mx passes through origin. Also, you can find out the equation of a circle which is in the form of x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equal to r square. You take a circle with center hk and the point on the circle, you have to generalize. That's why we have to take a point xy and the distance between these 2 points, center of the circle and point P is r. Then we can find out the equation of a circle which is having center hk and a point P on the circle pxy. The radius is r. That is x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equal to r square. Like this, algebraic equations are very important to study geometry. Like that, Cartesian plane is very important tool to develop coordinate system. I have already told you what is the use of coordinate geometry. In a parallelogram, if you want whether the diagonals are equal or not, we can find the distance between these 2 points and these 2 points. What is the distance between 2 points? What is the formula we have? Square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Distance between 2 points, we can find whether the diagonals are equal or not using coordinate geometry and Cartesian plane. Cartesian plane is imaginary lines. Also, we can find out whether these two lines are parallel to each other or not using, you find the slope m1, you can find the slope, that is y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, and also you find m2 slope using this formula. If m1 is equal to m2, if m1 is equal to m2, these two lines are parallel to each other. That is the use of coordinate geometry, already I told you. Today I am going to tell you working of Google Maps, that is an app. First you should understand the difference between GPS and Google Maps. GPS, Global Positioning System. GPS depends on 31 satellites. It gives location points to mobile continuously. Every point is coordinate on the earth. It depends on longitude and latitudes. They are imaginary lines, just like Cartesian graph. And Google Maps. Google Maps, that is an app. It depends on GPS system. Every mobile consists GPS chip. And also Google Maps depend on GPS, but the GPS doesn't depend on Google Maps. Google Maps depend on GPS and also internet. For GPS, internet is not needed. Today I am going to tell you working of Google Maps. Google Maps, that is used in mobile phones, that is an app. GPS and Google Maps depend on longitudes and latitudes. Longitudes and latitudes are imaginary lines. These are longitudes are 180. This side 180, that side 180. 180 plus 180, 360. Latitudes just like x-axis and longitudes are just like y-axis. Longitudes and latitudes are imaginary lines. GPS depend on these imaginary lines and also Google Maps also depend on these imaginary lines, longitude and latitude. They are just like Cartesian graph. Angle between two longitudes is 1 degree. Total 180 plus 180, 360 degrees. GPS means Global Positioning System. It gives location to Google Maps. Now Google Maps uses latitudes x-axis and also longitudes, that is y-axis. Every point on earth is represented by a coordinate pair, that is x coordinate and y coordinate, just like latitude and longitude. This is x coordinate and longitude represents y coordinate. Like we use point pxy on Cartesian plane. 4 satellites are used for working of Google Maps. First satellite gives distance. We can find out the distance between 2 points. Every second it gives the position of the point, and so we can find the distance between 2 points. This is x1 y1 and this is x2 y2. We have to find the distance between P and Q. This is x1 y1 and this is x2 y2. We can find the distance between these 2 points using the formula root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Second satellite gives 2 possible points, objects where we are. It will give 2 possible points. Third satellite gives exact point on the ground. Approximately it chooses 2 possible points. From that one, third satellite gives you exact point on the ground. Now fourth satellite gives you correct time and accurate position, and also it calculates the slope of the line. You see there will be some turnings. With the use of slope, that is y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, it shows the route. Like that, distance between 2 points, root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square is very important to find the distance between 2 points. And also when position is changed, when root is changed, slope m is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 is very important to find the root of the object. I think you have understood why coordinate geometry is very important to learn. Like that, coordinate geometry is very essential to learn.